Hello, my name is Robin, and we are building a beautiful French country home here in the Stonegate neighborhood in the heart of Provo, Utah. We chose this neighborhood because of its charm and beauty. All homes in the Stonegate neighborhood are the French country look. They all have stone exteriors, hence the name Stonegate. They have beautiful slate roofs with copper accents. We have owned our lot here in Stonegate for several years. So for the past 3 or 4 years, we have gone every year to the Utah Valley Home Show to try and find a builder that we like their style and their quality. So last year, there were several builders that year after year caught our eye. So I asked for interviews, asked to have a meeting to see if we connected with any of them. Well, I didn't feel any connection with any of them personally, and they obviously didn't feel a connection with me because no one ever followed up with our interview. So one day I was driving through a neighborhood that we had lived in for 20 years, and I noticed a beautiful luxury home was being built. And the name of the construction company was Built Construction, which I had never heard of. I ran into that same owner building that home in the Riverwoods Mall and asked him, "How did you choose Built Construction? I've never heard of that construction company." He said that he too had gone for over a year interviewing builders and had never found one that he felt right with. So he said that Steve Morley had done some renovations at the office building which he owned. He said they were very punctual, they were cost effective, their work was quality, and that Steve was very easy to work with. So I immediately got his number and gave Steve Morley a call. We set up a time for him to come to my home and for letting me talk to him as well as for him to interview me to see if we were a good fit. So let me give you some of the answers to questions that I asked him that I thought were very impressive and that made me choose Steve to build our home. The first question I had was, how do you keep on top of the latest and greatest, newest options, technologies, and so forth that are available to luxury homes? He told me that he and a crew of his employees will go regularly to trade shows throughout the country and try and meet with vendors and find out what's new, what's effective, what's making your house more energy efficient, and so forth. And I thought that was very impressive. Some of the other builders just said they rely on their subs to give them that information. They're not proactive in getting it themselves. Another question I asked him is what makes him stand out from other builders building luxury homes here in Utah County. He said his number one priority is quality, that he wants these homes that he builds to last for 15, 20 years without having any issues. He wants them to be energy efficient as well as beautiful, and that was an impressive answer to me. Something that he told me, I didn't ask this question, but he gave me this information, was that he employs a lot of his own subs, which he said makes building homes a lot easier on his part because he knows his sub schedules, he knows where they should be, so there's none of this, oh, they have another job that's been extended for 2 weeks and they're not going to be to your house, or the electrical sub was supposed to be here today, where are they? He knows where they are and what their schedule is. Another thing that is very impressive about Built Construction is they own their own cabinet company called Built Cabinets, which I thought, wow, isn't that going to be easy to have the same cabinet company and the same construction company working together to build beautiful cabinets for our home. So if there is an issue, if there is a problem, it's quickly rectified because he owns the cabinet company. Steve actually started getting his undergraduate in biochemistry and graduated in biochemistry, which is something else he told me in the interview. He was going to go into the medical profession, which is a field that our family is very familiar with. But he, during his undergraduate, was doing renovations, remodels, and so forth for people. And he realized that he liked slinging a hammer. He liked driving a backhoe. He liked working side by side with employees, shoveling gravel and making adjustments to house plans and so forth. So instead of going into the medical field, he started going into home building.
Hey, I'm Steve with Built Construction, and welcome to the job site. We're here nestled in the heart of Provo in one of the most beautiful gated communities that we've been blessed to be able to work in. I grew up in this area and have always loved being close to the Riverwoods, and a lot of the people around here have gotten to know us and how we build. Robin, with the client here for this home, actually came and saw one of our past homes when it was still in the construction process. And they interviewed several other contractors and went to their job sites, and they came to ours when it was just after four-way, meaning all the framing and electrical stuff had been done, but none of the interior finishes that most homeowners look at when they're choosing somebody. They saw our home in the very rough stage, which has a lot of building technology and materials that they weren't aware of, and they had lots of questions on. And that kind of gave them a lot of incentive is to look into us and see why we're building that way and what the advantages are. And that kind of helped her to be able to pick us to build her home, because of course we're going to use the same materials on her home and make them better and better each time we do it. I'm really excited on this current project because there's a couple things that we're going to be able to do here that we've learned from our past homes that we're going to be able to do quicker, faster, and cheaper, and get an amazing result for her so that she gets a house that lasts a long time, but doesn't break the bank. Here in the basement, there's some pretty obvious upgrades. We've got not just gravel filling up our basement subfloor, but we've got radon ran throughout the entire basement. We've got 2 inches of rigid insulation that's going to act as a thermal barrier between the ground and the basement concrete so that you're not going to get cold basement floors. And then to top it all off, we've got this amazing product from Stego. This is their 15 mil plastic we've put over the entire basement. We seam it all together with their Stego tape, make it nice and airtight. And then any of our plumbing penetrations we seal off as well. That way we've got a nice airtight floor that's not going to let any radon gases up, any moisture up, and give us a nice clean dish to pour our basement floor concrete into. The layout of this house is beautiful. I mean, right out the basement into the backyard, you've got the natural landscape that's here. We've got this beautiful river that runs through the back of this neighborhood. It's amazing space. This is all going to have a covered deck over it, so you'll have shade. You'll be able to come out anytime during the summer. You'll be covered during the winter. And then right as you come in, there's going to be a bedroom over off to the side. We'll have a kitchenette and a bathroom. We've got another little game area for a pool table. We've got a home gym. Back in this back area, all you can see right now is pipes. We'll have guest bedrooms. We've got a theater room back down in here that's going to be super fun. That way the homeowners can bring all their family over. They can spend time together during holidays and invite everybody and watch their favorite shows as they come out. We've got underneath our third car garage is also a big open space. We're going to be building a big craft space and a sauna. So we're trying to use up as much space as we can. It's very easy to take advantage of the ground underneath your garages by using building science, using these engineered suspended concrete slabs to be able to gain all this storage and gain this square footage to your home. At this stage, we're maybe a quarter way through the process. We have our lumber package that arrives this coming week, and our framers are going to be coming. They're going to roll all of our floors all the way across the top, start building all the basement walls, all the walls up on the main floor, and then our crane will get here and we'll start flying our trusses. That's really the most exciting part of building a home, is because that's where it starts to take shape. You get to see all the rooms and all the sizes and really start getting excited for bringing in all your electrical and HVAC, and then the homeowners really like that because they can start seeing, oh, well, I'm going to put my decorations here and my couches and rugs and all that kind of fun stuff. So it really starts building the emotion at that point.
So we're about a fourth of the way finished with our home here in Stonegate. Everything has gone smoothly so far. From the quality work that he's doing, automatically putting in the radon filter system that you need here in the river bottoms, putting insulation in our basement before the slab has been poured so that our house will be warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. A huge water filter system that's going to be going in. So many things have just worked perfectly. Had there been a few issues? Yes. Does Steve solve them quickly? Yes, he does. He knows exactly how to solve problems with Provo Utilities or whatever it happens to be, so we have not had any issues so far. I live fairly close to our building site, and so I am over here at least once a day, if maybe a couple times a day. And Steve always is happy to see me. I don't think it's a burden to him. I think he's excited to tell me what they're doing and what they're working on and that sort of thing. So thank you so much, Steve. Steve Morley with Built Construction, a fabulous builder. And I hope that you will be able to come by next summer to Utah Valley Home Show 2026 and see our beautiful French country home that Steve Morley with Built Construction built.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to catch us on the next episode, which is the most exciting. That's framing day.